He felt as though I'm at that point where after I pass him, and I'm doing it at a young age. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that deal. He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Man.
So it's purported that Floyd allegedly has lost over $100 million in total, and that there's some financial strain right now for Floyd Mayweather.
Gervonta Tank Davis appeared to take a jab at Floyd Mayweather after a leaked phone conversation involving Al Haymon reignited rumors about Mayweather's financial standing. Some fans have interpreted the leak as evidence that the undefeated boxing icon may be facing money troubles. The speculation intensified when reports surfaced claiming that Davis mocked his former mentor, implying that Mayweather is no longer in position to secure the sport's most valuable opportunities. At the same time, Davis continues to track bigger and more profitable deals, adding another layer to the growing discussion surrounding the relationship between the two boxing stars.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome hardware, the Maybach, the lawyer, that was all in my post.
Not long ago, 50 Cent posted what he described as a leaked phone conversation between Al Haymon and Leonard Ellaby, bringing renewed attention to rumors surrounding Floyd Mayweather's finances. In the audio, the two men are allegedly heard talking about Mayweather in a manner that has led many online to speculate that the undefeated boxing star could be dealing with significant financial difficulties. Although the recording has not been independently confirmed and its full context remains unclear, it spread rapidly across social media, where fans continue to debate whether the leak reveals larger problems occurring behind the scenes.
It makes me wonder, how long ago was this conversation, and why did they choose to drop it now? Could it be because of the news? Obviously today, two big things. One, the Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 fight being postponed again. It's not happening in September. And the exhibition fight that Floyd was supposed to have in Greece being canceled due to the lawsuit that's being filed against Floyd, from CSI, the company CSI, which was going to put on this Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition, and them saying, hey, Floyd took advances on this fight. He went ahead and he's not supposed to go into any other fight until he does this fight. So those two things kind of hanging over this. I think maybe 50 dropped this because of all these headlines being generated. Like, we've seen reports of Floyd being sued, that he's having money issues, Floyd suing other people. He sued, I believe, Steven Espinosa, the former head of Showtime Sports, when there was a Showtime boxing, as well in the lawsuits, I want to say a few months ago, for over $100 million.
Sports commentator Marcos Villegas believes the reported strain between Leonard Ellaby, Al Haymon, and Floyd Mayweather is unusual considering how long the three have worked together. He points out that they were closely connected for decades, and each played an important role in helping Mayweather build one of the most successful careers in boxing history. Villegas explains that Ellaby acted as a public representative of Mayweather Promotions, while Haymon oversaw many of Mayweather's business matters and was involved in negotiating several of his biggest fights. Given that extensive history, Villegas doubts that one isolated disagreement suddenly created a level of hostility that has been suggested. Instead, he thinks the situation may have developed gradually, with financial concerns potentially becoming a significant factor over time. He emphasizes that this is only a theory and not a confirmed explanation. Still, Villegas notes that money-related disputes are among the most common reasons long-term friendships and business partnerships deteriorate. Conflicts involving ownership, earnings, contracts, or decision-making authority can create lasting resentment even between people who have trusted one another for years.
Al, he's never said a bad thing about him. This is a closed-door conversation. That's the other thing. If this was a private closed-door conversation, I would think that Leonard and Al, if this is real and it's not AI, probably livid, to be frank, that a private conversation got leaked and 50 Cent was the one to go ahead and leak it. Wow, and especially the relationship that Leonard and Floyd had. It's surprising to have someone that was that close to you. What could cause someone that close to you to have this type of reaction, I'm assuming here, but could be money. Money's a MF.
Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather maintained a strong professional partnership for many years, with Mayweather helping guide Davis's early career through Mayweather Promotions. That relationship was a major factor in Davis's emergence as one of boxing's most recognizable stars. Over time, however, the connection between the two began to unravel, and both men have publicly exchanged criticism on multiple occasions. Davis has claimed that Mayweather tried to restrict his career growth by controlling opportunities and keeping influence over important professional decisions. He has also indicated that he views Mayweather's recent business and legal difficulties as validation of the breakdown in their relationship, believing those issues are connected to the fallout between them.
And that's cool. It's just you just don't vibe with what they on. And that's, I've been in a situation where though, I was in a lose-lose situation. Now came out still on top
with Floyd. You said, what was a lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in and make me lose, but he thought I was gonna lose.
You talking about a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Who was your man? Have you ever won to a
Joseph Pedraza was my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0, and I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, so.
Raphael says Floyd Mayweather's reported financial and legal troubles stand in sharp contrast to the public image the boxing star cultivated throughout his career. According to Raphael, Mayweather consistently portrayed himself not only as an all-time great fighter, but also as a savvy businessman who made intelligent investments and carefully managed his wealth. Although Rafael recognizes that there have been claims that certain associates may have taken money from Mayweather, he does not believe those alleged losses by themselves fully account for the scale of the financial difficulties that have been reported. In his view, the situation appears to involve several contributing factors rather than a single cause. Although Rafael recognizes that there have been claims that certain associates may have taken money from Mayweather, he does not believe those alleged losses by themselves fully account for the scale of the financial difficulties that have been reported. In his view, the situation appears to involve several contributing factors rather than a single cause.
All kind of different financial problems. You can hear Leonard Ellerbe saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. allegedly owes him millions of dollars. And Al Haymon said, don't worry about it. We're going to put that little dude in the ground and I got you covered. We're covered. Your money's going to be, don't worry about it. Your money's going to be there for you. Wow. So what did I tell you? I told you that the problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his financial problems is not just one of him being reckless and him being stupid. It is one of him being greedy and disloyal. Greedy and disloyal. And if you've listened to my live streams over the last several years, I have done a considerable amount of conversations about how the underworld and the underbelly of boxing actually works. And when you hear somebody like Al Haymon say what he says, I'm telling you, that is not a good thing for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Rafael believes the reported problems surrounding Floyd Mayweather stem from a combination of factors rather than one isolated setback. He also claims that Mayweather is facing accusations related to accepting substantial advance payments from two separate companies for rights connected to a potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao. The dispute arose because both companies allegedly believed they held the rights to the same event. According to Rafael, instead of continuing their legal battle, the companies eventually reached an arrangement involving Netflix that would allow them to proceed if the rematch is ultimately finalized. Rafael says he listened to the entire 2-hour court hearing and came away with the impression that Mayweather's top priority remains an exhibition bout with Mike Tyson. As a result, he does not expect a Pacquiao rematch to take place this year. Based on statements made by the attorneys during the hearing, January was described as the earliest possible time frame for the fight to happen.
Situation. I mean, number one, it's very unfortunate, obviously, and I'm certainly not rooting for his downfall, but in many ways, you bring it on yourself. Even if it's true that elements of people that work with him stole money from him, he should still have a lot of money left that wasn't stolen, number one. I'm not saying it's right to steal the guy's money, but the point also is that you mentioned he just spent so long talking about what a great business person he was and making smart investments. I mean, I remember one year he was honored at the Boxing Writers Association of America awards dinner. Now, normally you get an honor at the awards dinner, you know, even if it's one of the big awards, you know, you go up and you make your speech, you talk, you know, maybe 3 or 4 minutes at the most, and you know, get off stage and go back and sit down. And I remember Floyd at his dinner in New York. I mean, I don't remember what year it was. This probably like 6 or 7 years ago. He spoke for like 40 minutes probably and just destroyed the entire dinner. And which, or whatever. I mean, he is Floyd Mayweather. But the gist of his discussion and his speech wasn't about his career as a fighter or the reason he was being honored or appreciation for those that got him where he was. It was all about what a great business person he was and how smart he's been with his money and all this other stuff. And now you fast forward and you see this and it's just like, it's very sad. And I'll tell you another thing. Every time I read about this or get the court papers and see what is going on with however much he owes here or the advances he took there or the sheer desperation for money.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced growing public attention after reports emerged about his ongoing $340 million lawsuit against Showtime Networks and several former executives over alleged mishandling of fight-related earnings. In a legal complaint, Mayweather argues that a substantial share of the money he earned during his career was redirected through financial arrangements overseen by former advisors and affiliated parties, resulting in hundreds of millions of dollars that he says were never properly paid to him. The lawsuit further alleges that revenue generated from some of his highest-profile events, including the fights with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was funneled into accounts controlled by intermediaries instead of being transferred directly to him. As a result, the filing accuses the defendants of breaching fiduciary responsibilities and engaging in financial misconduct.
I went on and I listened to the hearing that was on. They didn't do the hearing in the courtroom. They did this right before the fight was canceled, the day before the fight was canceled. They did it on the telephone. So the judge was speaking and the lawyers were on the call. And there was a call-in number. I called in and punched in the access code. You didn't have to identify yourself. I wasn't, I was just listening in. I was on mute. And I listened to the whole freaking 2-hour thing. As a matter of fact, if anybody really wants to hear the minutia, I recorded it and it now lives on our Big Fight Weekend podcast feed. And anybody can go on and listen to the entire thing and hear it for themselves, where they went over all kinds of different things between both sides, between CSI and with the lawyers for Floyd Mayweather. Couple things. Number one, the Tyson exhibition still comes first, and they still hope to get that on. If they can, they'd like to do it September the 12th, which tells you, and they said this, the lawyer said this was not me making this up. This is just the reality of what both sides agreed to. Yeah, the Manny Pacquiao fight ain't happening this year. So all the nonsense about it's going to be September this and it's going to be at this place or that place. No, it's not. At the earliest, it's January. Supposedly Netflix, according to what the lawyer said, is now, originally they were, but now apparently they are willing to do the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch event in January. But Floyd has obligations to these other fights first, and that was the whole premise of their going to court.
At the same time, Logan Paul's recent claims have intensified the ongoing controversy surrounding Floyd Mayweather. Their 2021 exhibition match remains one of the most heavily discussed crossover events in boxing, and the debate around it has continued well beyond fight night. The event reportedly attracted more than 1 million pay-per-view purchases and generated significant worldwide interest. Even though the exhibition did not have an official winner or meaningful competitive stakes, it was generally viewed as a major financial success. Paul now alleges that he is still owed $1.5 million from the promotion. He claims that Mayweather's team entered into a pre-sale agreement with an overseas company and that the terms of that deal were not fully reflected in the money he received. According to Paul, his contract entitled him to a percentage of that agreement, but he says he never received the full amount he believes he was due.
Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuit. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Haymon, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly stated that he lost approximately $175 million, alleging that a former close associate orchestrated a scheme involving his assets and financial affairs over the course of a year. According to reports, Mayweather claims that jewelry valued at around $100 million was transferred to a Miami jeweler in exchange for only $13 million, with a large portion of the collection allegedly remaining in the jeweler's possession. He also says he unknowingly signed paperwork that transferred ownership of his Gulfstream private jet, while the buyer's information was left blank, and he claims he does not know what became the proceeds from that sale. In addition, reports indicate that Nevada court ordered Mayweather pay more than $1 million in child support, while he is also said to be facing a $7.3 million IRS tax lien. These allegations have intensified debate about whether the lavish lifestyle Mayweather maintained during the height of his boxing career has become harder to support now that he is no longer receiving the same level of fight earnings. Shannon Sharp commented that the financial concerns surrounding Mayweather may be connected to maintaining spending habits established during his years of earning enormous purses. According to Sharp, Mayweather became accustomed to a level of spending that matched the massive paydays he received at the peak of his career. As those earnings declined, continuing the same lifestyle could become increasingly challenging. Sharp noted that luxury homes, private jets, exotic cars, expensive jewelry, and other high-cost assets require a steady stream of income to maintain. Summarizing the situation, Sharp said Mayweather reportedly got cleaned out for roughly $175 million.
He sells me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company that paid him that money is suing him. I don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment.
Joe Rogan argued that the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather's finances serve as a reminder that excessive spending can become a problem no matter how much money a person earns. During a conversation with Tony Hinchcliffe, Rogan said that even enormous wealth can disappear if expensive life